Timestamps for everything will be in the description. Alrighty, so to just get things started, let's jump right into the basics of the sway itself. Forward S1 or her footwork can be canceled into one another pretty rapidly, as you can see here. And then each one of these also has a follow-up with her light, medium, and heavy being an overhead that gives you hard knockdown. To do the actual electrics, you just charge or hold down one of the actual attack buttons. However, to do the actual combos, you'll have to manually time the release of the button. On her medium, you'll see steam pop out of her fist, which is when you're supposed to release it. So I use her arm being parallel as a visual guide to know, okay, the steam is about to come. For the light, it's going to be a little bit sooner than that. If you look, you can see that her arm kind of lights up a little bit. You want to get used to anticipating the timing that the electricity is going to come on her arm on the light punch, right when you think it's going to come. There is steam coming out of the fist here as well, but it's harder to see, so I use this method instead. So those are like some of the ways that you can actually look out for the electrics and get used to doing them for the combos that we'll talk about. Off of her sway, she also can like cross up if you double tap, which is going to be good to know for the actual pressure section. What's also going to be very important to note is that you can cancel your electrics into sway, but you cannot cancel the raw buttons into sway, which is going to go back into the pressure. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but as a little sneak peek of some of the stuff that you're able to do there is just like you're able to go light, medium, heavy. Naturally, you can also go light, medium, heavy into sway, which means you can charge your electric. So normally you wouldn't be able to cancel into sway, but if you end up charging the electric, you can cancel back. So we'll go into that a little bit, but that's also very important for the way that her combos in sway work, which we're going to get into right now. We're going to break the combo portion down into 3 sections. We're going to do starters, extenders, and enders. So let's start with actually the starters and enders first, and we'll see how we can extend the combos in here in a little bit. The main way that you're going to want to get your combo started is going to be from your light into your medium. Just like you can do this. You can go from light, forward S1 light into medium, and it's just going to be a true combo. Now, the part that everyone wants to talk about are the electrics. How does this work with the electrics? Well, same thing. You can actually just charge. You actually just charge your medium punch after making connection with the light punch. So just like you're saying, remember, you want to wait until right after her arm gets parallel. You then release once it goes all the way back. The arm being parallel is like a visual guide for you to look for. So if you're ever wanting to get your turn started, you're playing neutral, you just want to pull up, this is going to be nice. That's how you get that first electric going. Now, the reason why I want to talk about enders first is because there are very many different ways to extend these combos, and it's all going to be situational. Are you in mid-screen, full screen, corner, etc.? So knowing how you can end your combo is going to give you the confidence to know how far you want to push it in the first place. So one of the main ways that you get in your combo is going to be just doing that light, medium, heavy that we talked about earlier. Right, light, medium, heavy. If you're doing just one raw medium electric, you are going to have to delay the light, medium, heavy. If you wait too long, what you'll end up getting is that. You don't want to wait so long until that you're out of your footwork animation. You just want to like use the footwork to slide right underneath them and then extend the combo with light, medium, heavy. The other thing to know is depending upon how you extend, you can end your combos with light, medium, heavy anyways. But that is going to be depending upon the extenders. So just know your main enders route that I found, ending with like this sway. Okay, the meat and potatoes of this section is going to be the actual combos themselves and how you can extend. Well, I want to give you guys a tip right quick first for hitting multiple electrics before we go into before we build any more on it. What I like to think of is after I hit this first one, I'm almost simultaneously hitting forwards and S1 at the same time that I am letting go of my medium button. So what that allows me to do is just time my button press for my next electric right as they're falling down. It's just going to allow me to maximize the time that I have to charge for that next electric. One of the common combos you'll see is going to be a 2 electric combo using the S1 as a combo extender. Timing the light electric is very important because you want the S1 to hit right as the opponent is falling back to the ground. After that, you can go into medium heavy and go air route, or extend a little bit more with rapid punches. If you do go for rapid punches first, be sure to just cut the combo a little bit short by doing heavy into your ender, because the hit stun might make them fall out. You could also go for this, right? And then extend by going into launcher as well. In the corner, you can also do light electric into medium electric without canceling into footwork. This is going to be something that's really nice if you're able to force your opponent into the corner with your combo or your pressure and you actually get the hit. You can get multiple electrics and then either go into that ender that we discussed with the light medium heavy, or you can try to extend even further by going with another electric like your punch and then resetting the situation. But I want to talk about actually setting up the hit. What does this look like on block or in a real game? You cannot cancel your footwork attacks into footwork unless it is an electric. As you can see there, check the inputs. I'm hitting back S1, nothing happens, but if I get the electric, I can. So your normal footwork into light is going to be -11, the medium is going to be -9, and the heavy is going to also be -9, but it is again in overhead. The charge version of the light is going to be -8. Charge version of the medium is going to be -1. Charge version of this is going to be -5. This frame data does not change even if you get the good time electric. Even if you perfectly time it where her hand is coming back, it's always going to be -1. It's always going to be -8. It does not change. Vi is really good at closing the distance, so especially if you're using like assists or something like this to get your turn started, that's gonna be really nice, because now all you have to do is just charge your medium and go into block. The only thing is that this is going to be mashable. If you charge this up, even if you go for the perfect timing, they can mash there. So doing button into electric on block might be a little rough. That's where you have the assists come in. Right, so you're able to use the assist to frame trap, is what it's called. The frame that there's going to be a big enough gap for the opponent to mash on. If your assist is covering you, well, you get to, go into the sway for free off the charge. You also can do this the opposite way. If you don't want to use your assist to cover you for going for the electric, you can also not charge the electric and let go of the medium punch a little bit earlier. That way they get hit anyways in their counter hit, just in case you were wrong. Frame traps are one thing. Let's get an example of some mix going. So if you're expecting your opponent to respect this situation and not press on the frame trap, you can cancel the electric to sway forwards and for a cross up. Now that is throwable. You can get smoked there. As you can see, this is -5. Right, it's -4. So you can get smoked. However, again, you pair this with an assist, all of a sudden you got mixed on your +22. Also, again, it's going to depend on the kind of assist that you're doing. In this situation, I kind of like RE forward assist because it's going to hit a little bit quicker. Timing it becomes easier. You can also get a cross up right there. You want to get used to doing electric into this and slightly delaying the run through, because if you do it too early, they're going to be in block stun the entire time, and what's called auto guard or auto protection, cross up protection, whatever you want to call it, is going to make it not actually side switch. So you want to hit your electric and then make sure there's enough gap before you cross up, so that way they have a chance to actually lose to auto guard. But this is nice too, because then you can technically do a little same side mix. On the screen is going to be an example of this mix up and me trying to block it. You go for the dash visually to confirm that you are setting up the left right, and then at the very last second you hit the cross up. RE forward assist is going to allow you to just again confirm the light into the charge medium. It all goes back to the light into the charge medium there. If you guys didn't see the overall VIDE guide, I'll have a link to that right here, and be sure to stay on the channel because we got more 2XKO and Guilty Gear content to come.